So we're going to have a look at this new platform named ArrivalSpace, and it is a way to showcase your Gaussian splatting scenes with interactive features and elements. As you can see, you can open up some links to your YouTube pages or different sites and maybe some pop-up notes. I tested the platform with one of my friends, and you can walk around in the scene, you can see the information pop-ups in the scene. It's a very good, responsive platform, flawlessly working on my browser, a normal laptop, and here we are at the Central Park with this stuff found. So when you import your Gaussian splatting with your colliders mesh, you can basically have a character and walk around in the scene. The good thing about this website is that you can add your friends. You can talk to each other. They can open up their microphone and you can comment on things. And depends on your network latency and your hardware. The website may show you different level of details. You can add portals to your scene so then you can jump around to another environment. Here we got the Belvedere Castle. You can watch the YouTube videos about the space here.
The Belvedere is one of the most beautiful structures in the park. It's a wonderful place to get this expansive feeling.
This is called the Belvedere because it's at a high point in the park. And Belvedere means beautiful view in Italian.
Belvedere Castle was built as a folly overlooking the city. It was built by our co-founder Carver Vox in 1869 and finished in around 1871. It's one of the highest points that you can have in the park, overlooking Turtle Pond, the Great Lawn, and right behind you is the Ramble. You come to the top here, you have a beautiful view. If you look to my right, you can see a little part of the Delacorte Theater. Also, you can see some of the buildings on the outside of the park.
You have this wonderful view looking north, and it's quite spectacular.
The Conservancy was founded 40 years ago to restore the park after decades of neglect. The Belvedere was one of our earliest projects in 1983.
The restoration that had happened back in the 1980s was very significant. We had boarded up windows, we had walls that had fallen over, we had missing masonry elements, a lot of graffiti. So without the work that was done in the 1980s, the castle probably wouldn't be here.
All buildings need renewal over periods of time, and it had been well over 30 years since the last comprehensive reconstruction. So we started the construction activity in April of 2018. The design effort actually started much earlier than that, and the entire facility needed to be repointed and waterproofed.
The great thing is that you can add multiple medias to your 3D scene.
Hear ye, hear ye. I always love saying that. Listen, you think a Fifth Avenue high-rise is impressive? Or a brownstone? An apartment with laundry?
So here we're going to go to the next portal. It is a Shakespeare garden in the Central Park. And you can very recognize the plants and, basically visually it it is satisfying. Adding notes to different parts of the scene.
The garden displays you're going to see for Shakespeare's birthday, those are the bigger flowers, the tulips and the daffodils, fritillaria. When I'm choosing bulbs, especially for the bigger displays, I gear in on colors. So this year I chose Have Here is amazing. It's really a go-to spot for people to come to see early color.
Well, you can probably see the potential of having these informations on different spaces. It could be industrial, it could be uh, a park or a landscape, and beforehand you set people in it physically. They can understand the space, they can study on the space, they can learn about it, visual tours for the museums.
That was waterproof. The water I could barely fit out. Does it look
So, some consequence. Yes, perhaps. Stay.
the abyss? That one's waterproof. What about the Burberry? Oh,
What did? It's a big. Please, stay down. You. Over. Yeah, be on.
so that one's waterproof. Then work it out. Your Burberry. Oh, that's a cool.
The. Then was it true? Is it so perhaps? So.
So it's waterproof. It'll work out your birthday. Out. That's all.
It's
Easy.
So it's waterproof. It'll work out your birthday. Out. That's a
Here we are at the Long Island City. You can see the port here that I believe connected the Manhattan, and the ships came here for loading their carriage. Funny thing is that you can add maps, like Google Map links, for people to understand where this scene is located, and they can explore. They can see what other features are near the space. Another great feature is that you can fly in the scene and, you know, view it from different perspectives that you couldn't do when you go physically in that space. It could be used as uh, academic purposes, maybe people who do landscape and architectural design. I don't really know that what information can you extract from this 3D scenes or Gaussian splats. They are visually good, but if you could add like um, billing information functions to it, could be used in other modeling platforms, or maybe, I don't know. I know that Word Lab models can generate 3D spaces from pictures and panoramas. Maybe it could be good that you can crop some of this space, maybe restyle it with a OrtLab AI, or maybe you could segment it. I know there are algorithms for GIS that can do segmentation from aerial imagery. It seems to have a lot of potential. The market is exploding with this new technology. Every hour when you are just wandering around GitHub or Radiance Fields newsletter, there's just new papers coming out. It's hard to catch up. But you have to know that these things have been recorded with X-Crate cameras, Portal Cam, and they have LiDAR and RGB sensors at the same time. People mostly take scenes like in one take, just walk the path we want to record, and the imagery is aligned and align sparse point cloud for your Gaussian splat training. There are open source platforms like Lechvel and Brush. If you search them in the GitHub, you can find them. But doing it with your own mobile phone must be a little bit harder. You can take a video of the path, and the technique has some protocols to give you the best outcome. The thing is that you can open it on web. It's crazy. I believe that the Gaussian splattings are very small in size. Something has great details that, and you can tell that if they're still images or 3D space, they're just 20 to 30 megabytes. So it is very good opening on web servers, and multiple people can go on the site and interact with everything. So yeah, it is basically it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll probably do some tutorials on how to train the Gaussian splatting itself. And have a good rest of your day.